Raising a daughter is tough business. In a world that is so relentlessly hard on women, being the father to a little girl is as important a job as any I can think of. It's our job to teach them their worth, so that when the world attempts to make them question it, they have our words and actions to fall back on. And raising a black girl is a double whammy. A black girl is going to be asked to suffer the slings and arrows of sexism and misogyny, while also bearing the weight of racism as well. As if the wage gap and rape culture aren't enough, the world throws in a heaping dose of hatred for their natural beauty, just for good measure.
You got one!
In order to prepare her for what we know the world has in store, my wife and I decided to be very intentional about the way we raise baby Ella. From day one, she would be surrounded by messages and images that affirm her strength, her beauty, and her culture. The pictures on her walls, the dolls and toys, the books on her shelves, they all have to reflect and affirm the beauty in her blackness. We know the message the world will send her. There isn't much we can do about that. But we figured we'd fill her with our own message first, so that she would at least have to question what the world tries to tell her one day. As a father, I get the distinct honor of being the first man she will ever love. I get to teach her what to expect. I get to show her how she ought to be treated. A lot of that will come from watching the way I treat her mother, which is good because I'm quite fond of her mother. But a lot of it will also come from the way I treat her, and that's a big responsibility.
Little Ella grew up in New York. She had a beautiful voice and loved music. When she was old enough, Ella went...
Still, I love the job. Drowning her in kisses, telling her how brilliant and beautiful she is, slow dancing her to sleep. These are all things that bring me joy. It just so happens that it will also be the armor that I hope will protect her the first time someone says to her, "You're pretty for a black girl." I know that day is a long way off, and I know I have a lot of work to do to get her ready for it. The only thing that gives me comfort in all of this is knowing that no matter what, there's one thing she'll never question. She'll always know, for sure, that she's daddy's little girl.
She toured the country with a big band.